in the past that they were not able to collect because of non-payment. There was not a single drop of water for 5 months in Zamfara State when I took over. And we were able to solve that in just 3 days. So, in fact, the liabilities is unbelievable. But as a leader, I had to find a way to be able to take care of that. Let me remind you, Rufai, when I took over, the salary of a civil servant in Zamfara State was 7,000 naira. Just 7,000 across the state and local government. I had to quickly do what I had to do to jack it up to then the minimum wage of 30,000 naira. Not only that, since 2011, pensioners were not paid to the tune of 16.5 billion, which I was able to settle everybody as at last month. That has been cleared. Every civil servant from 2011 pension was cleared. And we're now paying the 70,000 minimum wage. Now, let's go back to education. When I declare state of emergency in education, it has to be holistic. If you look at the condition of our schools at the time, it's unbelievable. So as we speak now, we're able to turn things around. We have renovated over 400 schools, fully renovated, furnished, across all the 40 local governments of the state. We've settled NACO, we've settled WAEC, and other liabilities, like scholarship. We're able to settle our student in Sudan. We're able to settle our student in India. And we are now in the process of finalizing Cyprus.
Okay.
This is what we're doing in education. So when I took over,
why are you looking at me? I don't have evidence that I didn't do all of that. I mean, I would expect the journalist, Rufai, right, to probably confirm or debunk all he listed. Here you get like, so I don't know. It all sounded good, you know? Pay pension, increase minimum wage, even though he met 4 million naira with so many debts, liabilities, and stuff. So it sounded good. Like, it was like, that sounds good. Kind of. It is true. That's the problem. We're not sure. Zamfara, wherever Patawale comes from, right? That is the minister of banditry under Tipnumbu, put it that way. Just like they have the ministry of banditry, kidnapping, and terrorism called the livestock, created by the same Tipnumbu, okay? So I am just going to, hope it's true, because it sounded great, like it's true. Now, outside Zamfara is Enugu, where the last time somebody was on this platform and they kind of like I said, I barely covered the eastern part of Nigeria, where these criminal governors are not so different from their other counterparts, from other parts of the contraption. Well, anyway, I have shared so much on the good, the bad, the ugly of everywhere, by the way. So it's not always about the bad, this or that, all right? So we do know about their, what's that called again? This their face-saving kind of propaganda, where when some paid people begin to tell you about what this governor is doing or what that governor is doing, some of you who are living in their state sometimes will ask yourself, are they talking about my state? Are they talking about this place? Like sometimes you read you read something about your governor on social media and just be like, is this person all right? Like, what are you talking about? You're talking about this mofo that is our God. God damn it, man. You know what I mean? So, but in my own case, I kind of, deal with what is physical, right? What you can see, like what you can touch as well, to give my own comments. So I saw this in Enugu. Yeah, So the guy imported over 50 kind of like BRT buses. Okay, got them bus rapid transports, and they also brought in, some called cultivating tractors. It's called, right? I think, is that what it's called? Like cultivator. To be nice, I don't know. I'll show you in Enugu states. We'll go check. To support public transportation as well as agriculture. I know what you are thinking. Or maybe we have something similar we are thinking. Those buses were imported by the state government. They were used buses. Old, used, but fancy. Kind of like, when I say fancy, like they look fine. So somebody imported also of used vehicles, right? Used buses for public transportation. When in that same eastern part of Nigeria, I think you have two car makers. I don't know the second one, but I know that of Innocent, right? In Nigeria, they have about 3 or 4 car makers. And then, once in a while, I do kind of like tell myself how unfortunate Nigeria is with the kind of criminals leading that place, right? When you look at the wealth created by America, right, the way they kind of did it, you realize that it is that like homegrown wealth for Americans than imported wealth, kind of. You know what I mean by that? Like, as many people believe that America love to be the police of the world. They want to be here. They want to be there. They are here. They are taking stuff from here to their country. When it comes to what really built America, the American steel, and then the American steel workers, the car makers, those who are like the American engineering. When you look at things that America invested in their own people for themselves, which became the legacy of that country, right? You will realize that it comes from the funding of internal massive manufacturing sector, production, to be precise. Imagine if Innocent had to be given a contract by state governors. Yeah, state governors in Nigeria and all the 4 car makers or 3 car makers, including Nodo, car makers in Nigeria, right? and the money that each state spend in importing used vehicles who will crash and become scraps on your road in another few months or maybe a year or two or a few years, right? So you could actually build something so new, so Nigerian, and you could create this massive, huge economy. So if you have 36 state governors, governments, with the federal government spending over, over $2 billion on importing cars into Nigeria. Imagine if they all, imagine if they all have to invest 10 billion or to, let's say, $20 billion, right? To ask all those car makers in Nigeria to produce those cars, those vehicles, all kinds and for different purposes, mass transit, and name it, right? Even trams, on trains, coaches on trains. You produce them in your country, your own style, your own steel, your iron. Nigeria get iron, no? Here you get. Do you know how rich you're going to be in your economy? Do you know how many years, right, that these companies are going to be like perpetually engaged? Do you even understand? But it won't work for them. It doesn't work that way, because if they don't import, procurement is the place where corruption in Nigerian government domiciled, right? So procurement, that is where the looting is. If you by any chance find yourself in any department, procurement department of any arm of government, you are expected to be a multi-billionaire, because naturally you can steal and believe that nobody will notice. It's unfortunate. The second part is the agriculture. Looks great. When I saw those tractors, I'm like, this is mechanized, even though it's so crazy, right? In this day and time, the word mechanized farming sounds so posh. 2025 in Nigeria, but still the criminal politicians have displayed tractors many times. Oh, what about security? What about security of those who are going to be, security of those farmers? Right? The tractors are not going to work themselves. No. People would have to operate them. The farms will not tend it. They will not tend themselves as well. People would have to go there and tend them. So the security, which is the most paramount of it all. But kudos though, for efforts. And if it is for propaganda, Enugu people, that's another one, right? When you put together a transportation system, right, it should be something that should be holistic, all right, which covers everywhere, and the map, the plan everywhere, all over your states. But in Nigeria, they always plan for their state capital, because that's where they want to display that government exists. Outside their state capitals, oh my God, you automatically see the absence of governance in those parts, or in Nigeria. So let's give them kudos for trying, though. I want to believe it's real. So you, the Enugu people, especially those of you who are like within Enugu city, hope you are enjoying this, your new improved transportation, right? And hopefully security will improve as well, and we can celebrate the success of their agricultural revolution. Mechanized farming is called. While those who are supposed to provide security for us are protecting the people they call the expatriates. In a video that has gone viral in the last few hours, I don't know if you have seen it, right? Nigerian policemen and their expatriates employers.
蒋总跟他们发小费了。走开。这都是赖拉，都是1000的赖拉给的。蒋夫人，来，200赖拉相当于那个1块钱。发钱了。一个人是5000赖拉。 帅的都给钱啊！哎，帅的就多给一张。
So a lot of people have been reacting to that. Some believe that that is so irritating, so disgusting, so embarrassing. How can you know? Others are just like, Abache, because they record them. Do you even want to know what they are using your Nigerian policemen for? In this, their vigilante work, private guard work. Police, so these are like Nigerian policemen. Oh. So is it because they recorded it and you are like, what the hell? What nonsense? How can you believe this? Because they recorded it and shared it with us. You have to see what they use them for. There are some of them that are working as, I'm not exaggerating. There are some of them that are actually working as a housemaid. Yeah. They go put gun on the side like this. They put gun to the side and they will be doing laundry, washing. Yeah, washing car. But they are Oga, are you ready, sir? I say, yeah, I'm going to see, Inspector. I'm going to be going out in the next 2 hours, okay? But I'll tell you, I'll remind you in another hour. But get ready, Sha. Are the cars ready? Yes, Oga, yes, everything ready. Good. All right. I heard that you are the one who washed the cars, Inspector. Say, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I did it. Two of them, sir. The Lamborghini and the what do you call it? The Maybach, sir. Say, officer, you are very hardworking. They've told me about you, officer. Don't worry. Inspector, I'll take care of you. And then you say, Inspector, you know, Kofoshi, take this for washing the cars this morning. Is it because they are not recording them, right? Everybody's on his own. Like this guy.
Here is site, FBI lodge, Ita. So you can see this place like open like this. This is what our Nigeria police are doing now. So around midnight, 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock, police people, they came here and opened this place and follow this place and come out inside the house. So I don't know what is wrong with our people now. Nigeria is so corrupted that Nigeria police, they are vandals now. Look at how they vandalized this house.
Not only that, they dragged the door with us.
They dragged the door and they wanted to even shoot gun. Before God said that they should not shoot the gun, and despite that, they forced themselves and follow this place and come out inside. Come, let me show you inside. Look at the inside. Look at the inside. Look at what our Nigeria police are doing. You can see it. A person's house in the midnight, 1 to 2 o'clock in the midnight. Police people get mad and come to person's house and vandalize it like this. The back window. This is the back window of the house. Look at it again. They follow this. They follow the back and vandalize it and push it by force. Look at how it is. Our Nigeria police. Look at what they are capable of doing. I think you can see another this one again. Look at how they open this their gather. Look at it. A person's house. Look at how they do. Not only this, only one room. They rob about how many? 4 rooms here, and they carry 8 people from this place to their station. And that means
they carry 8 people from this lodge.
From this lodge to their station at the midnight 2 o'clock. I think you can see what they are doing. Inside the house, they carry many things from here that we cannot even know. Look at what our Nigeria police are doing.
Nigeria police, Nigeria uniformed criminals. Yeah, they are the other colleagues. If they are not working as a private vigilante for people who have money to pay them money, they are working as an organized armed robbers. Here you get. And they are very good. I mean, did you not see that video? Nigeria is a place where after you finish building before you can say you have finished building your house, you must have put a cage to cage yourself inside, protect yourself. or build a very tall high wall fence, like a prison yard, because you are not only just protecting yourself from the criminals who are coming to rob you, you also may be protecting yourself from the uniformed criminals, men in black, who are also coming to rob you. But the difference is that they will do it and say they are doing it on a suspicion. We suspected, that's why we came to your house and came through the roof. But now that we didn't find anything, right? Okay, you need to give us 500,000 naira to bail yourself. It's never free. They are called